Chetachi. Hello, people. Welcome to another interesting story segment on African Thoughts channel. Today, I'll be sharing with you another interesting story. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. Story, story, story. Once upon a time, time. The title of today's story is Chetachi. Chetachi was a 13-year-old boy living with his single mother in the western part of Nigeria. Even though they were Igbo descent, they had made their home there. Chetachi's mom, Chichi, worked as a cleaner, and because of the nature of her job, they lived in a public yard with many other families. Chichi was very protective of her son Chetachi, and so she rarely allows him go outside to play. Just to protect him from bad influence, she kept him under strict rules, like not allowing him go outside to play. Even on his free days, she would take him to work and Chetachi would spend most of the day looking out through the window and staring at kids who were playing outside. One bright afternoon, Chetachi's mom was preparing to cook, and so she discovered that she didn't have salt. She called him, "Chetachi, please help me go buy some salt from the market." She knew this would make Chetachi happy because she had seen him on several occasions wanting to go outside. And because the market was close to the house, she decided to let him go. Chetachi was so happy because this was a rare opportunity for him to finally be outside like everyone else. Holding the money tightly, he set off on the errand and ran all through his way down to the market. As he got closer to the market, he noticed a group of boys his age playing football. Unable to resist the temptation, he joined in and started kicking the ball, laughing alongside with his newfound friends. Time quickly passed, and before he knew it, the sun had already started to set. Realizing he had spent too much time playing, Chetachi reached into his pocket for the money, only to find out it was gone. Tears began to gather in his eyes, and panic took over. But before he could think of what next to do, he saw something shiny that looked like a ball, and so he bent down to pick it up out of curiosity. As he turned to leave, he noticed another shiny object a little farther away from where he picked the first one. Intrigued, he followed the trail, picking up each shiny piece as he walked along. The objects led him down a lonely, unfamiliar path, far away from the busy market. It wasn't until he stopped to look around that he realized he was lost. The once bustling market was nowhere to be seen, and the surroundings were quiet and shadowy. Fear gripped Chetachi as he tried to find his way back, but every turn seemed to take him further into the unknown. Suddenly, he heard a terrifying sound coming from the trees behind him. His heart pounding, and he turned to see a creature emerging from the shadows. its eyes glowing in the dark. Without thinking twice, Chetachi dropped everything he was holding and began to run for his life. Chetachi was running as fast as he could. The creature chased after him, growling to eat him up. Chetachi screamed and cried as he ran, hot tears streaming down his face. Meanwhile, his mother had been worried sick at home, waiting for him to get back home. She couldn't take it anymore, and so she hit the street and started looking for him, praying in her heart that nothing goes wrong with her son. Chetachi, she called out. Chetachi, she called out on the top of her voice as she looked from side to side. Oh God, please, let nothing happen to this boy. Eh? What am I going to do now? Where will I look for him? Just for him to go get me salt, just here. I can't see him anymore. God, please, oh. Chetachi! She continued calling out his name, just in case he gets to hear her voice and come and answer her. Chetachi continued to run for his life. Just when he thought the creature would catch him, he burst out onto a familiar street. At that same moment, his mother, who had been worried sick and was out looking for him, saw him running, and she called out his name, also running towards him. Chetachi, is that you? She ran, and Chetachi ran straight into her arms, sobbing uncontrollably. His sad mom joined him in crying. Chetachi! She couldn't bear to see him crying that way. They both fell to the ground and were sobbing. When they finally got home, his mom asked him, "What happened to you?" And then he tried to narrate everything that went down that day. But tears did not allow him to, and so his mom tried her best to comfort him. When he finally found his voice, Chetachi narrated how a creature came out from the bushes while he was picking up objects and chased after him. And then the mom sat him down and said, "My son, I can't believe that I almost lost you today just because you wanted to go outside and play with other kids. I see every day how you look out from the window and want to play, but you can't because I won't let you. And this is not because I am wicked. It is because this environment where we are living is not safe. And I don't want you to get corrupted by these area children. Please, I'm trying my best to provide for both of us. And you're not making it easy for me. Please, just give me some time. Please, just give me some time to come up with money to take us out of here, and then you can play. You can play with other kids." She almost broke down while talking to him. And then Chetachi apologized to his mom and promised her that he would never ignore her instructions again. He also promised himself that he would never ignore his responsibilities. He learned the importance of staying focused and what could go wrong if he got distracted. The shiny objects he had picked up became a lesson and a reminder of the day he nearly got lost forever, but found his way back to safety into his mother's arms. We have come to the end of this beautiful story. I hope you learned something today. So leave a comment. We can't wait to hear everything you learned from this story.
Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on your notification button to stay updated on the juiciest African tales. From me, see you in the next one. Bye.